Welcome to the Cafe Academy Masterclass for CEO. Brought to you by the Cafe Academy, helping people grow their coffee shop from scratch. It is our pleasure to have you here today to embark on this wonderful journey towards building your coffee shop from the ground up. In this course on financial freedom, you will learn how to get an investment, how to use money as a tool, how to develop the leader from within, and much more. Now, before we begin, I would like to briefly introduce myself. My name is Sean Randall, and I am a business consultant here at the Cafe Academy. And what I do is help entrepreneurs build their coffee shop from scratch with $0. I am very fortunate to be here with you guys, as I will be your instructor throughout the whole course. This course is designed to make you achieve more for less. When your coffee shop business grows, there is this tendency for you as the CEO to feel that you should work 24/7 throughout the week all year round. Most people believe that they have to work every day to achieve success from their coffee shop, and this is far from the truth. This is also the reason why most entrepreneurs avoid starting their coffee shop business, because they feel it's too hard and too much work to do. It doesn't have to be difficult to start your coffee shop business. By the end of this course, you will learn strategies for getting more with less work. For this purpose, the course and everything you learn here, we're mostly going to focus on what's going to make a big difference in your success in growing your coffee shop. My goal for you as an instructor of this course is for you to have more confidence and courage to tackle any challenges that comes your way. By the end of this course, if you need help with growing your coffee shop business, please send us an email at inbox@thecafeacademy.com. Now, let's start achieving your financial freedom while growing your coffee shop with invaluable information and becoming a better version of yourself. Getting loans, where to find investors, and getting investments. In order to grow your coffee shop business, it's important to understand how to get loans, where to find investors, and how to get the investment you need to expand your business. To achieve this, you want to learn how to position your company and yourself in a way that attracts people to want to give you their money for your company. To make your coffee shop more attractive, we want to understand what will make them more likely to give you the capital to fund and grow your coffee shop. The more we know what they're looking for and why, the more we're able to position your coffee shop for success. The best way to look at getting an investment would be like dating. When you're dating, there are things you're looking for in another person, and there are things you're trying to avoid. So let's say, for example, that you're looking for a person who can resolve conflicts in a satisfactory manner. This is usually a telling sign of a long-term relationship. And let's say that the person you're dating has already engaged in a brief dispute and he or she seems unwilling to solve the problem and is more concerned about winning the argument. That's already a red flag, and you're probably not going to want to see the person anymore because you're looking for someone who can resolve conflicts without escalating it. This also applies to getting an investment from investors and banks. Show proof. So how do we make your coffee shop more attractive to investors in order to get an investment? The first thing you want to do is show proof. You want to show some traction in your coffee shop business. Investors want proof that your company is going to work, and nothing proves this better than having real paying customers. But then here comes the problem. You need money to get customers, but you need customers to get money. So how are we going to deal with this common issue that arises from entrepreneurs looking to start their coffee shop business from the ground up? The goal when trying to get an investment is to show that your coffee shop is bringing customers and paying for your products, and that you're generating revenue and earning a profit. This will require a lot of planning to achieve this. As you plan, you want to make your coffee shop look like it has growth potential. This will require you to be very resourceful, and you may need to economize to show that your coffee shop is a viable investment. What I mean by economize is that you cut back on certain things and budget yourself accordingly. The interesting thing about this approach is that once your coffee shop is profitable, it would almost seem as if you don't need any investment, because it's like, why would you need money now that your business is actually generating profit? But you have to look at investments as adding gasoline to a fire that's already lit. You just need to create the fire, no matter how small it is. You have to just understand that creating the fire is usually the difficult part. If we look at investment as gasoline, it's actually easy to add gasoline to the fire, but it is very difficult to create a fire. Now, the reason why I mention this is because once you have created a fire, your value will rise and everyone will be looking to do business with you and invest in your company. So this is to let you know that you're actually more valuable than the money you'd get from investors. Investors and people in general are afraid to invest unless they see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, in order to get an investment to grow your business, you're going to have to learn how to negotiate and always be willing to walk away. For example, when you're looking for a commercial property, you want to strive for the best terms and the lowest price. When you're looking for a coffee supplier, you want to get the best coffee and also get bulk orders at the lowest price. As the owner of a coffee shop, you want to be fearless and at the same time negotiate the best terms that will best benefit you, your coffee shop, your prospective customers, and your prospective investors. These are some of the key attributes that investors look at when deciding whether or not to invest in your business. It's usually the management they're investing in, not the actual company. You also want to look for creative ways to prove that your company is worth investing in. Some of the creative ideas you might want to do is actually start a coffee shop from home. This can save you a ton of money and make your P&L statement look good. P&L stands for profit and loss. The objective of the P&L statement is to show the company's profit and to show the company's revenue and expenses over a given period of time. So if you're the owner of the property, you're essentially paying almost next to nothing to start your coffee shop at home. Now, if you're not a homeowner and you're renting an apartment, this would be something you would like to talk to your landlord about before you start. Now, of course, you may not want customers to come to your house, so that would be one of your drawbacks. You would miss out on the customers who are looking to dine in, hold business meetings, and take a break away from work. However, you would want to make this up by having a stellar delivery service and takeouts. The goal is to look for all creative ways to make your coffee shop business profitable so that your coffee business can attract investment. What investors are looking for is not great ideas, but great characters. They want to invest in someone who's always on the hunt to figure out a way. They want to invest in your ability to hustle, your ability to be resourceful, your ability to figure it out on your own. That's how you get an investment. And let's say that once you've managed to make your coffee shop business profitable from home and everyone in your community knows about your coffee business and they're your active customers, now you're going to have proof to show that your company has growth potential. You've built a brand that people know about. Now, when you get an investment, you will officially be able to open up a coffee shop and your customers will be able to dine in one of your locations. Finding investors. Now, let's talk about how to find investors to invest in your coffee shop. First of all, I want to give you a perspective you probably haven't noticed. Did you know that as of 2019, according to Investopedia, there were 18.6 millionaires in the US? And did you know that there are currently 328 million people living in the United States? So what does this mean? This means that there is 1 millionaire for every 17 people. Every day you are passing by a millionaire and you don't even know it. So the problem isn't a matter of finding people to invest in your coffee shop business. They are there. But the question is, how do we position yourself so that they want to invest in your coffee shop business? You never want to look for people to give you the money to start your business. You want them to come looking for you. See, the problem with most entrepreneurs trying to start their business in general is thinking they need the money to get started. It all depends on the situation and the industry you're in. For example, if you're looking to start a hospital, you're more than likely to need to raise capital, as this will be a barrier to entry. There is always a way around making it work. That being said, it would require a deeper look. Nothing is impossible, but only a challenge. Starting a hospital, for instance, is a different kind of challenge than starting a coffee shop, but it's not impossible. So how do we go about getting investors to find you and invest in your coffee shop business? Here's a trick to get investors. You want to have a business email address and state that you can be reached at yourname@yourcompany.com. So for example, on the footer of your website, it should say, for business inquiries, email emily@groundupcafe.com, and wait for an investor or an opportunist to send you an email to arrange a business meeting for you both. Now you might wonder, what if no one contacts me? Should I network to find investors? Avoid networking. You don't want to chase people to invest in your coffee shop business. No matter what you read online, it's actually going to be much more difficult to get an investment by networking and asking people. Of course, this may be a hard thing to do, and there's a natural tendency to tell and ask everyone to lend you the money, but you must learn how to allow them to find you. Investors want to be the first ones. They want to be the first to venture on the opportunity of investing in a business with potential that no one else has come across. Because if your business is made public, it will devalue your business opportunity. It's sort of the same thing when it comes to looking for a job. Networking isn't the goal. The goal is increasing your net worth. If you notice, higher paying jobs are usually very hard to get because, of course, they pay the best. And if you see them online, such as on Indeed.com or other job posting boards, the chances of you getting in are very, very slim because everyone, even those who are not qualified, is applying for the same job. However, there are high-paying jobs that are always available, but they are not advertised on job boards. The management of those companies is always looking for referrals or talents that either already works at another high-paying job or are self-employed. Now, here's the reason why this is happening. Because those talents have an inherent value, and for someone or some company to be paying six figures to that person, he or she must be doing something right. But if the company were to hire a random Joe on the job board, they will usually know that a lot of applicants are fabricating their resume, and that would be very risky for them. Now, what does this all mean? Everyone is trying to avoid anything that seems to be risky. So you need to eliminate that feeling of risk so that you can receive emails or calls from investors who want to be part of your coffee shop's growth. Now, don't eliminate networking completely, but at the same time, don't put too much energy into networking unless you have a clear strategy on how to network to attract an investor to your coffee shop business. Understanding money as a tool. As a coffee shop owner, you want to understand how money works when it comes to people's spending decisions so that you can capitalize on this knowledge. People spend money if they believe the value of what they will receive back in return will be more than the money that is spent. This goes for every product and service. The reason why you pay rent is because you value having a roof over your head so that you can sleep safely and comfortably. The reason why you pay for a Netflix subscription is because you value entertainment and need to watch something to offset the pain of boredom. And the reason why your prospective customers spend money at your coffee shop is because your prospective customers want to connect, network, and interact with other people. And of course, they're there for the best quality coffee too. But bear in mind that they're not just there for coffee, otherwise they would make coffee at home and save themselves a lot of money. So essentially, what people spend their money on is an opportunity to meet others. Buying coffee from your coffee shop is only an extra feature. They're really there to socialize and enrich their lives with great people. They want to engage with the charismatic barista who always seems to never have a bad day. They want to feel connected to other people and a place to call home. They want to have a place that they can go to and can be themselves and have a good time on a regular basis. Having connections with others is what makes us feel a part of something bigger than ourselves. Understanding this fact will enable you to position your coffee shop as a positive place where everyone should go to grab a cup of coffee and to get together. Understanding money as a tool is essential for you to grow your coffee shop business. Money is a representation that you have done something valuable to someone at some point in the past and an ongoing belief that you can give it to someone else in exchange for something equally valuable at some point in the future. Money is a way of measuring the awareness, willingness, and ability as a person to contribute to the well-being of members of society. Understand that money is an involved form of trading goods and/or services. Instead of trading goods and services for someone else's goods and services, we use money to simplify the transaction. Before humans used money, humans traded any number of goods or services. Let's say you wanted a chair to be built, but you didn't have an axe or know how to build a chair. You can't build chairs, but you're a farmer and you live by the lake spending a lot of time growing vegetables and fishing. You would then have to find a carpenter and ask them to build a chair for you. The carpenter would then ask, what would you want to trade for a chair? You could offer a bunch of fish and vegetables for a brand new decent chair. For this reason, money was invented. To simplify the transaction, now you can give the money to the carpenter, which is probably equal to the bundle of fish and vegetables you were offering. So now you got the chair and the carpenter gets the money. Now the carpenter can use the money to buy whatever they wanted instead of just being able to choose from fish and vegetables from you, the farmer by the lake, who only had fish and vegetables. This is the purpose and evolution of money. It is meant to be used to get the things you need without you having to do it all by yourself. And if you didn't have any money, you wouldn't have a choice but to do it on your own. That being said, it is important to learn how to use money correctly in order to buy money. This is the whole goal of growing your coffee shop business and any business in particular, to use your money wisely to purchase products at the lowest price to be sold in your coffee shop to turn a profit. To use your money effectively to negotiate with the property owners to get the best terms to house your coffee shop. To use your money wisely to buy coffee shop supplies from vendors at the lowest cost to sell back to customers for a profit. This is all in the form of using money to buy money. Hiring CEOs and administrators to run the coffee shop business for you. As your coffee shop begins to grow, you want to start looking for people who can manage your coffee shop business. In doing so, you will allow yourself more free time to focus on growing your coffee shop company to the next level. The kind of CEOs and administrators you want to have on your team are those who have the same vision as you do. You want to find the ones who are actually better than you to run your business. Hiring the right CEO for your coffee shop business can be one of your greatest assets and can contribute to the success of your coffee shop. Identify the results the CEO needs to achieve. One mistake that you want to avoid is to hire a CEO and not have a clue of what to expect. The role of the CEO and the expected results of the CEO need to be clearly defined. This will bring clarity to the process. So if you're looking for a CEO, for example, who can create a business model and a competitive advantage, you would want to put on your job description, Ground Up Cafe expects the CEO, in collaboration with the leadership team, to develop a strategy and business model that creates a meaningful competitive advantage. Identify the characteristics, knowledge, and competencies you require from your CEO. It is very important to know what kind of CEO you want to run your coffee shop. For your coffee shop to succeed, you want a CEO who has the passion, drive, and the vision, as well as the required skills needed to run your business. You want a CEO with a powerful attitude who makes it a priority throughout the entire organization to get the right people on the bus in the right seat and get the wrong people off. A good CEO should be knowledgeable about all aspects of business, such as accounting, finances, marketing, sales, operations, human resources, and should provide excellent leadership and inspiration to the company. Prepare questions for interviews. It is very important to prepare and ask questions that will accurately predict the candidate's future job performance. If the question does not aim to do that, then it will become useless and a waste of time. After giving a good overview of your company to the candidate, a good question to ask would be, what initial ideas do you have for growing a coffee shop and making it a success? The questions you ask should be strategy and execution related, open-ended, narrative-inducing, and designed to gain a clear sense of the CEO's ability to effectively grow your coffee shop, motivate the organization, and drive significant change. Strategy and execution. In achieving your business success through coffee shops, your strategy and execution are what matters the most. Hard work is only one ingredient for achieving success in the pursuit of your financial freedom, but the other important element is your strategy and execution. Strategy. Now, how are we going to create a strategy for your coffee shop? First of all, we need to understand what the goal is when it comes to creating a strategy. The main purpose of creating a strategy for your company is to identify where the company wants to be at some point in the future and how it is going to get there. Having the skills to create strategies is crucial to the long-term success of your coffee shop. As you are developing a winning strategy for your coffee shop, there are many things you want to review. This includes the following. 1. Taking a wide look around at what's going on outside the company and how it could affect the coffee shop and identifying opportunities and challenges. 2. Taking a hard look at what is happening within the company, including its strengths and weaknesses. 3. Establishing mission, vision, and value statements. 4. Establishing goals to be achieved over the next 1 to 3 years or so as a consequence of what's going on inside and outside the organization. 5. Identifying how these goals are to be achieved. Now, there are 2 key points to remember when you create your strategic plan for your coffee shop. 1. The planning process is at least as important as the planning document itself. And 2. The planning process is never done. The planning process is a continuous process that will change over and over depending on the circumstances. There are many ways to create your strategic plan to grow your coffee shop business. Your strategic plan will depend on the nature and needs of the business, the rationale for the planning, the type of priorities faced by the business, and the rate of change outside and inside the business. Your strategic plan needs to be adaptable in order to survive changing or unanticipated conditions. A business owner who develops and implements a strategic plan makes significant gains from experience. And starting with a working model and then building a measurable plan can be more successful for your coffee shop than having no plan at all. Execution. After you created your strategy, execution is the final ingredient for success. Execution is all about putting your strategy into action. You want to sharpen your focus so that you can be clear about making decisions that will support your most important objectives. This results in a clear path to success. By having a sharp focus, you will be able to answer the what question, such as, what do you need to do to execute your strategy? You want to think in threes to simplify strategies, metrics, and action. Also, you want to apply the 80-20 principle in order to focus on the 20% that will give you 80% of the results. When executing your strategy, you want to decide what is the most important activity that will help you carry out your plan. You want to ask your team or partner involved in your coffee shop, what is the most valuable thing you can do right now? Never be afraid to say no if you find that the activity, task, reports, meetings, and projects do not directly support your strategic plan. Developing the leader from within. The most powerful force that will drive your coffee shop into success is through your leadership. But first, we must understand what a leader is. A leader is an individual who has the authority to command or coordinate. A leader is a person whose actions and words have an influence on the thinking and behavior of others. What all of the great leaders have in common is that they stand for something. They have a strong moral compass and a set of core values that define who they are. They never deviate from those values. A terrible leader is one who bends with the wind and has the mindset of going along to get along. A great leader sets an example by acting in ways that reflect shared values. They aim to achieve small wins that build trust, commitment, and consistent progress. A great leader envisions an uplifting, exciting, meaningful future. They also enlist others in a shared vision by appealing to their values, interests, hopes, and dreams. As you are developing your leadership qualities, you want to look on building your vision before getting others to refine it and make it theirs. You want to put emphasis on visualization and the use of powerful, evocative language to capture the vision to inspire others. A great leader seeks challenging opportunities to change, grow, innovate, and improve. They seek to experiment, take risks, and learn from any mistakes along the way. You want to develop your leadership to question, challenge, and seek new ideas while learning from and allowing for mistakes. In doing so, you'll be encouraging new ideas to flourish that can turn your coffee shop into a success. A great leader fosters collaboration by facilitating cooperative goals and building trust. By delegating power, developing competence, and offering visible support, you will strengthen your team. You want to build a spirit of trust and collaboration. By encouraging people to share information, you will reap the reward of learning something new that will increase the value and success of your coffee shop. People tend to have a lot of hidden ideas and better ways to do things, and you want them to share it with you. Most importantly, a great leader recognizes individuals' contribution to the success of the business. You want to celebrate team achievements on a regular basis. You want to inspire your team to be heavily involved in your coffee shop. Congratulations! You finished the Financial Freedom course at the Cafe Academy, helping people grow their coffee shop from scratch. We hope you learned valuable insights from this course and hope that this course has shifted your mindset to achieving your coffee shop business success. As you improve your coffee shop, be sure to use this course as an encouragement and motivation to grow your business. If you believe you have missed any important information, please take this opportunity to rewind and revisit the parts you've missed. If you need help growing your coffee shop business, please send us an email to inbox@thecafeacademy.com. We are here for you and we want you to succeed.